the means got to change because our frequency that got so distorted and diluted. We got the wrong concept of our position, and we don't want to give the black woman her my age that's still stuck on stupid. It's sad that the first got open on. So I would like to learn the understanding, what do the people benefit from that tribe, from that chief? Yes, especially the politicians.
Yeah, but like I said, things coming back in place. Things trying to align. Like I said, I'm seeing more and more people having these kind of conversations that we have. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
TikTok really was what showed me that more people are actually awakened than we actually realize. You know what I'm saying? They really are. We got more people that know what's going on. We just in different parts of the world. We in different, you know what I'm saying? We in two different sides.
Yes.
But yeah, it's people waking up for sure. But like I said, I just go live and talk about different topics and stuff like that. I actually went live, and I'm so glad I did yesterday. We was talking about the book, The Color of Law. And I actually had two young guys. One was 17 that came up here. He was from Alabama. It was another one that's 22. And when I tell you them young guys were so smart and tapped in, like our youth is everything. That's another thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to respect the women, but if we're not respecting the youth and we ain't got no love to the youth, we don't have anything. When I tell you them boys got up here and they pretty much stayed on my life for a real long time, and it shocked me with this little boy being 17. His name was Man. And the things that he knew about what we were talking about in terms of the color of law and redlining it, they know what's going on. The youth today, they really smart, y'all. They know what's up. But if we talking down to them, you know what I'm saying? But if we talking down to them and we don't have no respect for them, or we see them through the eyes of our oppressors, you know what I'm saying, and through how they generalize them, we'll never get anywhere if we don't love our youth, because they really the future. And the other boy that came out here, his name was Prophet. He didn't hit me up a few times today. He got his own farm. He growing watermelons and shit. Look, 21-year-old boy. You something like a man. I'm gonna say young man. Let me not say boy, young man. You see what I'm saying? So that's another thing too. Even outside of the women, man, we have to embrace the youth. Because they really the fearless ones. I'm sorry to say, but a lot of our older generations, some of them ain't been good for nothing.
Yeah, they're too Willie Lynch.
Ain't facts. Like they not worth nothing. But them young guys, if they get it, they got it. They know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? They was up here on the panel with other grown people talking the same way that we talking. Like I said, they 17 and 21 years old. That meant a lot to me to see it, because it's more of them out here than the media is going to show you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More of them out here than the media is going to show you. That's a fact. A lot of them are woke out here. We just got to get connected to them. They know what's going on. So, I know a lot of people may ask where, we have these conversations. Where do we start? What do we do? Like I said, everything really to me boils down to, economically. We got to find a way to get out this whole system that they got going on. We got to start producing our own shit, sourcing our own shit, spending money with our own people. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things that we got to sacrifice to be ready for real.
Yeah.
See, somebody said something earlier about, what they say. I think it was Trail. I think it'll come to me. Trail has said something about, he was talking about, if we talking about leaving a system behind and all it would be, we got to get rid of these cell phones and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? All these devices and shit, they got us so plugged into. Well, I feel like this. If that's what it's going to take to get our people back to the fundamentals so we can get rooted in where we need to be rooted in, then that's what it's going to take. Hell, it was once a time that we didn't know what a cell phone was and we was just fine. Yeah, we were still communicating with each other. We were still having, you know what I'm saying? We found ways to do this. I remember back then you used to have to print out the map quest and shit just to get around. You didn't have no GPS. We gonna have to take shit back to the fundamentals if we want to get out their system. So even if that means that one day, and I'm not saying it's gonna be easy because we know it ain't gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy for me either because right now, shit, everything is attached to your phone and these devices. But if it's really that, we're gonna have to make some major sacrifices as our people if we really trying to come up out of this shit. And one of the major things too is getting the fuck out of their religion because it's not of you, it's not for you.
Man, that's the number one trap on.
Yeah, so if you still on that boo-boo, you on that shit with their religion, then I'm sorry to tell you, baby, you're gonna be left behind. If you really think that book is for you, of you, that's why it's not working for you because it's not of you. We're gonna have to tap back into the very thing told us to be afraid of. That's why I was talking about on another live as well. You can't be afraid of magic. You can't be afraid of rituals. You can't be afraid of these things.
Man, that's who we are.
But at the end of the day, everything is about intentions. It's not the magic that's bad. It could be the person that's intentionally doing the magic that's a bad person. But magic, voodoo, and all this other stuff, we use those things back then for spiritual practices to protect our own. We got to get back to these. Because we was whooping their asses with their voodoo and their magic and all this other shit.
That's
right. That they gave you, their religion that they gave you, that shit.
They gave you the book and left with your spirituality.
Thanks. Come on now.
And then they turned everything that we did against us, they turned it to being bad. And so it was bad through the guise of religion.
Man, the same stuff they doing today.
The practice more rituals and religion than we do on the streets. That's how they got us caught up. Because they the ones putting the voodoo on the people of the street. They not using voodoo.
Yeah, they got our magic putting it on us.
Yeah, putting it on them, but that's how they got them. They took our magic and reversed it. They said if they can put it on somebody else, put it on them. Let's see. So now they put the magic on us. They took our bells. They took our spirituality. They made voodoo. Now if you go to see a voodoo priest, it's going to be a non-melanated voodoo priest. It's going to stab me.
And here's the thing right here, because I know a lot of people, my people that come through my lives often or whatever, come kick it with me. I appreciate y'all so much. But like I've been telling y'all, I am working on some things. Just give me some time because it's one thing for us to be coming together talking about it, but it's another thing to be putting some actions behind this shit and really doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm calling it the Black Reconstruction Project because we need to reconstruct and deconstruct all together from their religion to the fucking foods that you eat that ain't no good for you, that you just peed that on Thanksgiving, to the damn to the words that we speak. You see what I'm saying? On down to the clothes that you wear. Like we got a lot to do, and I know it can be done, but this shit ain't gonna be overnight. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna take some knowing that listen, some of our people don't have to be left behind for the time being. They'll catch up when they catch up. You see what I'm saying? But I think a lot of our people, when you say things like, oh well, Black people don't know how to come together, Black people don't know how to do this. No, we're not gonna think like that. You got some Black people that know how to come together. You got some that know what's going on. So them the people that we need to be focused on right now. Everybody else that ain't on what we on, I'm sorry to tell you, we'll have that manual and that guide ready for them when they get ready to tap in. But until they ready to tap in, we got to move along. We can't be waiting on it. We can't be stuck on it. And another thing I'm gonna say too, because I know I get a lot of our people that say shit like, but man, these white folks, they about to do this to us, and they about to do that. Well, guess what? We ain't worried about what they got going on. What we need to be worried about is how we gonna be prepared to go to war or whatever gonna go down. How our people gonna prepare? Because that's one thing about them. They preparing for this shit.
But you know what?
We gotta be looking. Hold on.
Yes.
I don't mean no harm. Hold on. So when they, shit, I just lost my train of thought. Now go ahead.
You talking about a war with the white people.
Yeah, but I'm saying, we can't be worried about the other people, and that's why I think we get caught up in what other people doing and stuff like that. Like, man, let's worry about us right now. You see what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, they got their part together. What we gonna have together when that time come? Because we know something about to pop out. We know that people waking up now, people knowing who they are now. We know it. We know something about the pop out when they pop out. But how we gonna be prepared for it? And another thing I'm gonna need for my people to do is one thing about it. They own this web, this web that we on right now. They can shut this shit down tomorrow, then what? That's why I said we gotta go back to the fundamentals. If you really want to disconnect, we gotta get uncomfortable. We gotta get away from the things that we are so accustomed to. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this technology shit, these phones, this shit worse than drugs. Oh yeah, I'm on this shit all day, scrolling and everything else. Like, it's a lot of stuff that we gonna have to detach from for sure. We don't have to detach from, and I know it's gonna be hard because it's gonna be hard for me on a lot of shit. We've been so caught up in this system. It's gonna be real hard. It's gonna be hard for some of our people to give back their religion. It's gonna be hard for some of our people to throw some of their food away, get rid of their food, their soul food that you eat that don't really come from us. That y'all think our ancestors was just so on soul food, that shit don't come from us. That was a byproduct of them probably being prisoners of war, and they had to make do with what they had. But we weren't on this shit. We weren't eating no pig feet, no pig intestines and shit. What type of shit is that? They don't come from us.
That's why they call it shit. That's why they call it soul food, because that's what it's gonna take, your soul and your energy.
Exactly. Right. It's gonna give you Alzheimer's, the dementia, and all this other shit. And you know what I'm saying? You don't need that. So it's a lot of stuff that we gotta do, and I'm working on it, y'all. Just give me some time. That's why I go live all the time, so people familiar with me. Y'all know what's going on, even with what I'm trying to do at Memphis. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that I'm trying to do, but it's gonna take some time. So one thing that I'm gonna need for to do is wherever you feel like is your weakest area. If that's their religion, like, man, you gotta come out for it. You gonna have to, because it ain't been working for you, baby. It ain't worked for you in 100 years and 1,000. It's not working for you.
Hello.
You might need to tap into that magic, man. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Queen. How you doing? I'm sorry.
Yes, I just want to say, first I want to say I appreciate this topic. Y'all just, this is my favorite topic. Okay.
She probably got a phone call, y'all. But y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know y'all. Go ahead, Queen. I got you on the phone call.
No, throughout my journey, what I've realized is, because look, I don't eat no meat. It's about your thoughts. It's about your thought process. It's about how you vibrate. Like, don't need to worry about them. But if everybody want to look outside, you got to go inside. That's where your God is. That's the thing that drives me crazy. Like, everybody want to talk about all this church stuff. Like, and I don't understand why would we want to listen to what was feeding into us. It just don't make no sense. When I started fasting and detoxing, I turned my superpowers on. And that's what they attack us through food and the media, because they know what we really have inside. When you spend time by yourself, fasting and meditating and doing those magical practices you was talking about, you elevate. It's like a video game. You go up to the next level, and the next level, and the next level. But people don't know that because they so caught up into everything that they put out here for us to be sidetracked off of.
Exactly. And when I tell y'all these people got us down to a science, when I say a science, and we also have to take a step back and just think of like where a lot of your traditions and things come. Like, who told you had to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner in 6 meals?
And that's a lot too. That's what I'm saying.
It came from them. A lot of it probably wasn't even for us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying when I say reconstructing and deconstructing. Like, we really have to start thinking about where certain shit even came from. Like, who gave us these? Why?
Mind you, fasting and detoxing is how you. When you don't eat, you get better. It's like, it's weird that they teach us that when you're not even really supposed to eat every day.
It's so true. So that's why I'm saying another thing. There's something great that you said, Queen, is that we also should focus on the things that they're weaponizing to attack us with. We know they're attacking us through the food. That's a given. Look how many goddamn diseases, how many people sick. Don't y'all know at one point, when your grandmama was young or your great grandmama, man, they didn't even have all them diseases back then. What? No. diabetes. None of that shit.
Guess what? When I was coming up,
That's to tell
we
y'all
had
something.
fast food every blue moon.
Right. They didn't
It
have
was
it.
like a special occasion. My grandparents had a garden. We grew up off real food.
But that's what I'm saying. So that should let y'all know, first off, when you, because I with our people, what we need to do too. And I know I said don't worry about them. No, we're not worried about them in the sense where we, you know what I'm saying, ducking and dodging, no smoke with these folks or anything like that. But another thing that I can say is, if you're not studying your enemy, we still won't get far either. They get further along because they study us. We need to be studying these people.
And they literally been studying us for hundreds of thousands of years. That's why we at where we at right now.
That's what I'm saying, a very long time. So if we know certain things, like you said, if you ready to go to war, you got to know every angle that your enemy gonna possibly come from, right?
Yes.
You know they gonna come to you through the food. So what we got to do, man, we got to get rid of some of this food. We got to take it back to the land. We got to connect with the farmers in the neighborhood. We got to connect with the gardeners in the neighborhood. We got to be talking. We got to be cutting deals with our own people. You got the apples, I got the oranges. What we going to do? We're going to make this shit work. We're going to get out the stores. That's one. Now, again, if you getting ready for, I know you are taking me through that water. The shit is in the water, too. I'm going to be honest with y'all. That's why back when we were prisoners of war, they called it the well of forgetfulness when they was drinking their water because it erased your memory over time.
We ain't supposed to drink all that water either. That's another thing they lied to us about. We're supposed to have H3O, not H2O.
Exactly. So I want y'all to just listen to me now. That's what I'm saying. Because if we talk about going to war, these people are taking us physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You still know with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying that we gotta be on here going to war where we just finna, you know what I'm saying, go out here and be, you know, having all type of guns and all. I'm not saying we can win this battle in a completely different way.
Within. Just think about it. If we all meditated at the same time every day, with one topic, if we all just decided, you know what, at 2 o'clock, every black person in this world is gonna meditate about whatever. What you think gonna happen?
Mm-hmm. But that's why I said right now we at the art of war, and I feel like the biggest thing that I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I feel like the biggest thing for our people is so overwhelming because it's like, damn, like we got so much attacking us. We don't, you know, you like, damn, where to start? You see what I'm saying? Like, do we start with the food? Do we start with the
No, I feel like go within. Spend time by yourself. Start with that. Yeah. Or when you spend time with yourself, it clear. It's like it open up something.
Yeah.
When you spend time with yourself, first thing you got to fast. So yes, we're not really designed to eat lunch and dinner. It's one meal a day, and the rest it was really fruits and vegetables. But we so caught up with the new way system that we don't eat like we used to. I remember when I was growing up, my grandmother I couldn't be in the house all day until you go outside and play. Because somebody had a pear tree, a lemon tree, a plum tree, a fig tree. They had berries growing in it. Man, you went hungry for nothing. And then come back to the street lights came on like you had to. Yeah, you better. But now, and see, number one, we gotta get the church's notifications. You ain't gonna line up, y'all can move around. Cause that trap house, that indoctrination bullcrap, that got to go. Yeah.
Well, I tell you how you start with it, because it's just where I was finna get to is this. And I'm speaking from a realistic standpoint, because I don't know about y'all, but as much as I go live, as much content I try to put out, this shit is a passion of mine. I'm pretty sure people that's familiar with me know, like, I'm not just talking about this shit. I'm really trying to figure out how I'm gonna put this shit together, how we gonna piece this shit together, and how we gonna get some shit moving.
And then look, I ain't gonna lie. We gotta stop talking about it in front of them. Like stuff like that. We need to meet in private.
So I'm gonna say this because I agree with that, Queen.
Because I feel like that's why they always know what we got to do.
Because at this point, it don't even matter. It ain't nothing these folks ain't heard saying or whatever. That don't even matter no more, to be honest. It's only so much privacy you can do. And I tell you why, because at the end of the day, man, if they gonna send an informant or send anything your way, that shit can still happen. I don't care how private.
That's true.
At this point, all I say is you just gotta be ready for whatever come your way when it come our way, because we know it's gonna come eventually. You know what I'm saying? It's only so much meeting in private that you really can do. Because at the end of the day, as much as these people got their system down to a science, they will send people around us, infiltrators, informants. Look at what happened to every other organization, your Black Panther Party, etc. I don't care how much careful you think you're moving. I don't look at that no more. What I feel like is nothing needs to be in private. You know what I'm saying? We can do things off on our own accord, but at the end of the day, we just need to be prepared for when things pop out. Does it make sense? Like, I don't think I'm gonna be getting ready for my defense versus just trying to be in private and we ain't even ready if shit really pop out.
And that's the thing. They train their kids up from birth. They ready. But a lot of people be talking about the YNs. I kind of feel like that's why they here to disturb, to go back, because they ready. They'll go to war with them.
Man, let me tell you something. Them YNs, man, them folks will really shoot at these folks for real.
They really will.
They will bring them switches out on these folks. They know that. So I just kind of feel like what I was finna say real quick, y'all, is that sometimes I think that some of our people get overwhelmed with this because it is like I said, where to start, what do we do? You know, or you got a lot of our people that'll say, well, you know, it's just, I mean, we're not going to get everybody to do it, though. And that's why I say that it's okay if it's not everybody. Everything don't have to be on a grand scale to work. And I think that's where a lot of people get it mixed up. They feel like nothing will ever work if the whole Black population in America is not doing it. That's not true. You can start on your street. Once you lock down your street, then you go to the neighborhood. Once your neighborhood locked down, then y'all go to the other neighborhoods. Now you got the city. Once the city locked down, it can go to the city. Now you lock the state. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how we need to be building. And that's why I say, when I say that your enemy, they're very strategic. They already got their 10, 20, 30, 40, 50-year plan. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we're trying to do. Exactly. Anything that we're trying to do is not going to be overnight. That's what I need for my people to understand. So don't think that nothing is impossible because it feels like everybody not going to do it at one time. It's okay. But what if you got 1,000 to do? That's a lot of people, actually.
And then
1,000 people doing a ritual or some magic or something on some folks. That's a lot of people participate. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't need 100,000 people. We don't need 1 million people right now. You can just have your community moving in one accord and on code with each other. That's strong in itself. So we don't need to do things on a large scale right now. It'll probably get to that.
I don't even talk to everybody about this because they started thinking I was crazy. It's like it is way more woke people now, and I do agree with what you said earlier. That's why they was trying to shut TikTok down, because it exposed a lot of stuff they don't want us to know. I don't know if y'all know this, but other countries, they get trained before they come here on the fake story. Oh yeah, man. They literally teach them a class of the fake story about us before they come. And if you ever travel outside of this country, you will know, because the way that you get treated, like they literally praise us because they know who we are.
Yeah. What's up for the time being? You was gonna say something? No,
I lost my dog, but I'm gonna come back to you.
Okay. Sounds good. What's up, Eagle? You was gonna say something?
Yeah, that's why you was figuring start cultivating from within, because we're gonna be some of our people still want to love them till they die. So we got to get the weeds out, because some of our people are so indoctrinated with this and that, and they accept everybody and they love everybody. Man, it is what it is. But if y'all ain't part of the movement, y'all could go move over there because it's got to happen. It's going to happen. And they sitting back and plot. They've been plotting from day one. So it's up to us to really start vibing. But we vibing on a frequency around the nation where, man, they'll self-destruct and kill their own self.
And where they already is that's why they stopped abortions and all that, because they are more of them are dying than being born.
They're almost extinct.
And they cannot survive without us, like she said earlier when I was listening. That's exactly why they mix with us. Because they cannot live without us. They can't survive without us.
It's so true. They got an extreme.
Which is why the same number of black folks all over the world come up missing every year. The same number. Y'all, they sell melanin in a jar. Where's they getting it?
Man, they supposed to have, you heard about this new drink they supposed to be coming out with, they're supposed to have melanin in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, mind you, everything that make up the universe is within us. And you're supposed to talk to your soul. You're supposed to look, when you in the mirror, you're supposed to look deep into your eyes and talk to your soul. That's how you unlock your codes. Because we got our codes in. So you're supposed to look, when you in the mirror, you're supposed to look deep into your eyes and talk to your soul. That's how you unlock your codes. Because we got our codes inside of us. When I started fat, I didn't eat no food for 90 days, y'all. I did only juice and herbs. And when I tell you, I turned it on. I'm telling you. That's why I always preach to people about the power of your thoughts. And earlier when you were saying something, Z, stop saying you trying. Because you will be trying forever.
Yeah,
our words matter. Like, this whole English language ain't nothing but spells, y'all.
That's why they say the tongue had the power of life and death.
Yeah.
But right, Queen, you're right. We was talking about it the other day. I don't know if y'all seen the show Lovecraft Country. We talk about different shows and stuff too on my panel, or movies. But you're right. And I did a video about it on my page. How the English language, like some of the words that we speak, we're putting the spells on ourselves every single day.
Every day.
And a lot of people don't know that the word grammar, or speaking correct grammar, comes from the book Grimoire, which was a book of magic, spells, and incantations and recipes. This is what these people know. You know, so we do put a lot on ourselves. And that's why I said I think it's so overwhelming for a lot of people, even with me sometimes, because damn, like we've been so indoctrinated in this for so long. And even though I'm mindful of certain things, I'll still say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I say good morning, I'll be like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? I know there's something that's tied to something else, but
it don't even sound right. Like, what's good about morning?
Exactly. So
yeah, see, that was a spell.
That's why I love this show, B. We talk about this show all the time on my now. When I do that, Pamela, it'd be like 100-some people in the room. Like, they love talking about Lovecraft Country. The other night, we did the movie Get Out. And I think we were on here like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We had like 100 people here the whole time. They love when we talk about like the shows and different movie breakdowns. And like, a lot of those movies it's some truth. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, they have to tell us, okay?
Yes.
So they put it in the movies. So, and just like now, even with all this AI stuff, y'all gotta realize that they doing this stuff. So when the stuff start happening, people won't believe it's real.
That's why Hollywood got to show you the glimpse of the truth before they even come out with the lie. That's why they call it Hollywood, because it's a magic show.
And then it's crazy to me how Christians always they talk so bad about any of the ancestral type of any of that.
that's how genetic. That's how we find people who are criminals, right? That's how our DNA system works. Like criminal justice, DNA there is.
Do you think you want to check this one out? You can work out with your
Answers and you have to link it to it. If they have the answers,
all of that right up.
there's plenty of different answers. Maternal haplogroup, you have maternal haplogroup.
Do you have right there?
So this has to do with your mitochondrial DNA from your mother, which is only passed on through mitochondrial DNA, which is the mitochondria within your cell, only is replicated from the maternal lineage versus the one which is only from your paternal lineage.
Okay, look. Since I get what you're saying, I don't mean to cut you off. Just so to speak. So if DNA is true in your eyes, Father, it's 100% scientifically fact. White people, Caucasians, the same type of people. So the whole DNA that white people and Caucasians the same people.
Caucasian, like the whole Caucasian.
Answer the question. Mark, come on. It's just a yes or no.
Like yes, in the modern,
No, you're lying. No. Okay, but do you have white ancestry? Race of people?
So the way
Race of people?
So the way where the Western European cultures come from, the culture, the Europeans. So yes, the Indo-European culture originated that's where Indo-European culture.
Nah. White people were created, bro. They're genetically modified. Genes like clones.
Okay.
What the fuck? 20,000, 30,000, 300,000 years ago.
I can hear there were no humans existed that had any ability to splice DNA.
I can prove to you 300,000 years before the first human, it was humans here splicing DNA. I can prove that. So you don't believe in Yakub? You don't believe in Albert Pierre's DNA? These are things you need to be writing down, Fox.
This might be. I can show you my haplogroup, like the actual haplogroup. Hold on, let me pull it up.
But can you answer my question? Do you have a black parent?
No. Maternal haplogroup.
I was just curious because you tell her what she has in her DNA, and African. She's African.
So you can see the haplogroup L started here, and then R moved to T. Different years we're talking. That was 180,000 years ago when my ancestors in Africa. 180,000 years ago. It's incomprehensible to modern time scales. So look at L3. 65,000 so like 65,000 years ago, my ancestors were here in Africa. Versus
I'm talking about what doesn't count in your DNA.
they moved into R moved into northern Saudi Arabia. My most recent is in the Caucasus.
Pay for that, man.
That's understandable,
man. I don't pay for that.
That doesn't even count.
a lot. We the people that don't have to put on
mine is some
which is remixed with fucking melanin to avoid the
his people was from Russia.
Germany.
But
we're gonna talk about this right here.
and that's why I came up here. It doesn't mean that she had any African. Okay, just because the thing happened doesn't mean that ancestors had any. No? Okay, that could they somebody and you know
DNA that 300,000 which is Adam. Existed in America. 300,000 years. Write it down.
well,
Albert.
and that's that.
Scientific. Black people here before human even got a chance.
Nah, man.
Wow. Africans come from Neanderthals. Neanderthals come from Africa. No, that's not the American black man. The American black woman. 300,000 years before the first human, it was people here. Now, I can't tell you the name, but it wasn't fucking human. It was like Americans. Parents, can you look up that name and his DNA and his distinctive Y chromosome? And they still can't find it. In no other human body. So what, are we aliens in this motherfucker? Is that why they're coming up with all these passports?
Like any other animal on the earth.
You're my animal. You're my animal.
We're all animals.
No, you. No, no. That I believe that some did come from animals. Oh, I'm in my basement.
It's all animals.
All of us, you gotta understand. People are changes. Hold up. All of y'all aren't the same. White people are not the same. All white people.
It's like we all poop, we all pee, we all eat.
No, that's bullshit. You know about the Black Panther? You know about the Moors had to come over there and teach y'all how to get on your hygiene shit.
Well, that's just bullshit. But okay.
Leave that. The Moors were Arabs. People talk about to stand up on Zoom.
They're not black. I mean, I'm sorry.
Moroccans ain't black. Morocco? Why they're not black? They're not black. Just like the Irish. The Irish people are black. Descendants of the Irish tribe. The Irish people are fucking Jamaicans. You know who the real Jews are? know the real Jews? World War III will happen. The Moors are not. Jeremiah 16:19. These people are supposed to, in order to fulfill anything the Most High created, they've inherited lies. They have to inherit these lies. The real picture of Hitler, when I showed you. They have to inherit lies, bro. Hold on. If any of y'all screenshot the real picture of Hitler, lost my own phone. I don't have my picture. Lies. Like, real. Those are not the fuck. You have to inherit lies. Whitewash, my brother. You go to Morocco today and see these people. It's not whitewash. My son was saying, I can't go to Australia and see the real Australians. I can't go to Japan and see the real Japanese. These people are melanated, sir. They're dark skin. Africa colors from Morocco was here in America. Not nearly as sub-Saharan. Exactly. I was waiting on somebody to say Morocco was in America. We know what's going on. With East Africa. Lies. They are mixed people. Those are all mixed people. Morocco was in America. But you're not dark. No, you're not dark. He got another vice. Hold up, y'all. Everybody be quiet. Pull up the Mali Empire right now. I bet you the Mali Empire look like those people right there. Type in the Mali Empire. Let's look at the Mali. Let's look at the Mali people. They white. They're all mixed. So here's Mali people. This might go over people. Slow down. There's Mali and Somali. Type in the Mali Empire. And look up Somali. Mali and Somali. They ain't the same, bro. They all each other. Bro, they all each other. They migrate just like we do in the United States. That's how they get the name. California. They migrate. Lighter people. The Mali definitely not the same. The darker people. Bro, they migrated. Like just like the Cherokee tribe is not the Chickasaw tribe. This is not a. They migrated, bro. They moved around. See the difference? It's sand. Yeah, there's a huge difference between Mali and Morocco. That's called an ethnogenesis for those. Now look up, hold up, y'all. Look up a Puerto Rican and look up a Laprelian. Like here, let me show you where the Mali Empire was. The Mali Empire was here in Africa. So where's the Mali Empire today? The Mali Empire. In Africa. Some Mali today. From 1200, they hold the same value. 1545. That shit crazy. It goes right over their heads. Violated our nudity and body exposure. Wow. That was him. It dropped him. That was him. Yeah, it said against non-line violated nudity. What? I don't understand. Like, look at God. Look at God. Look at God. I'm with it. Got his ass up. What's up, y'all? Who got kicked out? Hey, Crow. Same. The bopper. Man, I'll lie. Everybody on my panel with. I know that what he was doing was division. Yes. Look at God. I didn't do it. Have anybody ever looked at both directions? It sent me a violation, and it said when it gets violated, I just got pictures. Fox. I thought he was white.
okay.
You said he was African.
Bro, have anybody on this panel ever seen? Go ahead, bro. My bad. I'll come up when I get it. You know.
It's an open panel. All y'all can work over it.
Whole continent of Africa.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Right. And the same thing with Mali Empire. They migrated. They got pushed and they went over there to the west, and it's called Somali.
Yeah, that's common sense though.
They don't understand that shit.
Yeah,
They don't understand
centuries, different time frames. This is why every other race come on TikTok and be like, "Who y'all cosplaying today?" This is the prime example. The Mali Empire are the Somalians. He's not lying.
Exactly. They moved. They migrate
from a different century, a different era. Their ancestors come from Mali. They migrate.
Exactly.
They're Somalian.
They're the closest people to the Mali Empire that we have living today, and they can't even stand on business because they want to be better than what the hell they seen before they was colonized and conquered. Now they lighter, their heads look. They don't understand.
Motherfuckers in the back. What Mighty is saying is the Somalians are the closest thing to Mansa Musa and Abukari II.
On some other shit too, bro. Don't forget that they done found artifacts and everything like that predate Egypt, bro. Like over here, you feel me? So I don't even know why people still having this argument. Honestly, like this shit is crazy. At this point, it's 2025, bro. We got information on the ass, and people still having this argument. They can't learn nothing from what they've been.
Because why don't y'all don't hear what we saying? Y'all don't hear what y'all saying? Why the fuck is all these motherfuckers trying to tell us that we these motherfuckers and they trying to tell us we ain't these motherfuckers?
You feel me, bro? Like, what the fuck? Come on,
we gotta be these niggas.
Man. Like,
we the niggas. We the purebred 100,000% niggas. They keep coming up with something. The American black is something. They're not saying the American the black Australian. The black Japanese, the black African, they're not doing that. They saying
they just keep telling me I'll never be black, and I understand what they're saying, but
something about us.
My grandmother always told me, "Girl, you'll never be nothing but." But you know, I have never identified as white a day in my life because I don't know to be nothing else. Because my grandmother raised me.
Are you Mexican?
Yeah. Yeah, my mother is Creole.
Creole to me sound like my people. I've never heard of Creole not being our people.
Why Black American is the only people that gotta go through this shit?
I don't know nothing about it.
That's basically, look, let me educate y'all on the Creole people. The Creole people so they're basically part of the Tainos. Like, they were the Tainos that migrated over to the New Orleans area. And, like, they just, you know what I'm saying, they had the French thing going on, and it's just a language. Creole is basically Spanish and French mixed together, you feel me? It's its own language. You can't duplicate it. So, are the Tainos from the islands, and they came to, you know,
but they said they're rich.
Because I'm gonna say mainland. I'm gonna say the mainland indigenous people, but Taino.
Bro, the Tainos been here in every black movement. The Tainos been here. They are black people. They're just Spanish.
They are right, and that's what they just got conquered by Spanish people first.
Yeah, it's way down in our lineage, down in like Louisiana. I found our other family members.
The last name always reflects.
To be honest, the Tainos are the only people that had black African American people that aren't from Africa. The Civil Rights Movement, the Black Panther movement, Tainos was there.
Yeah, they all over
there. The Brown Panthers. The Brown Berets. Those are the Tainos. Nigga, the motherfuckers standing.
Have you ever seen the Brown Beret person?
They look light skinned.
Yes. They look like.
Niggas ain't even black.
I'm West Coast, bro.
They gonna look light skinned,
bro.
They posted up
black niggas been out here.
Brown Berets, nigga. Them the Tainos.
They were Mexicans, bro.
Yeah, they could. I won't say that. I'm not gonna say that. No,
Bro, the brown berets were Latino brown berets.
Those are the Tainos.
Call themselves brown and
Not
bro.
Mexicans. Those are the Tainos.
Yeah, but call themselves brown and
Not
bro.
Mexicans. Those are the Tainos.
Yeah, but
you can't call a Mexican an El Salvadorian. You can't call an El Salvadorian a Honduran.
But you know the difference
So that's what I'm saying. To the Taino, respect to the Taino. I'm not gonna say they're Mexican. I get what you're saying.
I'm about to introduce you to another lineage. Have you ever heard of the Californios?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well that's
those
the
ain't
big
nothing but the
joint right there.
Mexicans.
The Californios.
Those are the only people that was here. It was our
the Californios fought against the Mexicans.
Black people.
You know the Californios fought against the Mexicans.
The Yamacras and the Yamasees were the first ones here. People don't talk about that, but the East Coast was. Yeah.
That Southeast Coast. South Carolina.
Yeah, that's where it really
started. That's the Ogeechee River and
all.
all
My family originate in my genealogy. We come from up there, and I didn't trace it all the way back to Nora India.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's I'm gonna let
really
somebody else from South Carolina talk. Yeah, hold up. Get your boy. Tell her who the Yams is.
I'm from Savannah. What you talking about, bro? I'm the real Geechee, bro. Like, what you mean? I'm from the Yamacra. I'm Yamacra all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
your ass from South. You come from
I promise you.
You come from South Carolina. Your people left South Carolina when the transatlantic came, and they ran and went off the coast of Savannah. You from Tybee.
I've been in Tybee.
You still the same, though. I'm just saying.
But I'm here.
You forgot about Jack Island, too.
Yeah, I've been to Jackal Island, too. But look, I'm saying my folks personally, bro, came from South Carolina. That's why I went up there when I was stationed in Georgia at Fort Stewart. So you go see where my people came from.
See, a lot of people came from South Carolina. They get you South Carolina, and Georgia. Like
Geechee remind me of how the
Florida.
Listen. We got people in Jacksonville. We got people in
Miami.
Savannah. Dark County, North Carolina.
That's all.
That's what I seen. That's my people from Dark County.
Me something today.
Man, I love my people, man. I love them.
Gully and Geechee are two different things.
I gotta give you a follow. My granddaddy was
Read the comments, man.
$50 for the car. So I'm on my way women's rights and just the idea of being a woman and our freedom all across the entire world in every religion. You know, it's an influx of what if we want to do. And be like Miss Boosie said, your mom got my heart, then your daddy be ass. You know, like it's been like that. It was just what was considered normal. Being brutal.